Hey guys, Lenny here. Welcome out to the shop. Just thought I'd do a quick kind of a how-to video, I guess, today on using. I use the Futaba 7C, and for a while now, I've been running my my flaps on using the VR dial, and I'm getting into this scale warbird thing and been flying them a decent amount, and a lot of the guys that I fly with that have got a lot more experience, they all use them on a switch. So I wanted to get my flaps set on to move them from the VR dial over here to this switch, and just wanted to show you guys a kind of a quick tutorial on how to program your 7C to get it so I can put the flaps on this switch. And this switch is the one on the right side. It's labeled E, but it's actually switch G. So I'll show you guys here in the software where to look for that, and how to set the switch up. We'll use two different mixes. We're going to use well, I'll show you the mixes here in a second. Okay, so here's how we'll set the switch up. So the first thing you want to do is you just want to go into your mode, and then go into the second, then push it again to get into your mixes. And so I have something already. I have some elevator mixed in on mix number 1. So when I put my retracts up, I put a little bit of down in to keep it from climbing. So we're going to start here with mix 2. So you go into mix 2, and then the first thing I like to do is just scroll down, and you want to get it here to switch G. So you just as you see, you can kind of scroll through these until you get to G. And G's got 3 different settings. So G has this setting, it has that setting where it does the middle, because this is a 3-position switch. Then it has that, and then it has this setting also. So what we're going to do is we want to do, for this one, we want to have this, for this, we want to have the switch all the way in the back position, all the way up. I like to have it there's off. This is going to be half flaps, and then that's going to be full flaps. So we're going to start off with the off, and I want to have the master channel set to offset, and then I have my, the way I have it set up, because I use dual aileron servos, so I have ailerons on channel 1 and ailerons on channel 7. That way they work, independently. And so I have my flaps set up on switch, or on channel 6. So I'm going to move this on up here to channel 6, and then I'm going to go down here and to the rate. Get this back here a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adjust the rate. So this is the off position. What I'm going to do now is I want to switch it to the, well, so we'll go back up, you'll see. I'm going to switch it to the, once you get it here, you need to go up to here to inhibit and turn it to on. Or this, well, actually you click it over to off, because all you have is inhibit and off. So you want to switch it to off, because this position up here is off. Now I'm going to move it to the next position, which is on, which is the middle position. This is going to be, I'm going to make this like about half flaps. So this is where I'm going to start adjusting. Now I switch down here to rate. I'm going to start adjusting the rate. Now I need to go positive on this one. And it's 1 and 11/16 is full flaps on this, on my 60 size Mustang. So I'm going to put this about here. As you can see over here, it's adjusting my flaps. And when I turn that, as I go down, it gets less, and I go up as it gets more. So I'm going to put this, that's going to be about half flaps for me right there. I'm going to call that half flaps. So that'll be our first mix. So that's half flaps. So now what you want to do, and I'm sure there's other, obviously there's other ways to do this, but this is just how I'm doing it. So now that I've got this set to where I want it, I'm going to go out by end. I'm going to go down to mix 3. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to scroll down. First thing I want to do is go to the master and set that to offset. Then I'm going to go down to my slave channel. I'm going to go to channel 6. And then I'm going to go over to switch G. Oh. And this time I want to have switch G just on this one here, on the top one, with just the arrow. I think you guys could see that. Let me just zoom in a little bit if it's not clear. So switch G, just like that. Okay, so now that we have our switch G in this position, when we have our switch up top here in the middle position, now we want to go to up here to where inhibit is, and we want to turn it basically to the, it'll turn it to the off position, just whatever. And then once we click it on down to the third position, which is going to be our full flaps, as we go here, you see it turns to on. So now that we have it on, we want to go down to our rate, and then we adjust our rate. So this is where I'm going to go to. This is, for me, this is going to be my full flaps, which is 1 11/16, and I have that marked on my little meter there. So and that's it. So now, as we come back, is it on here? I'll show you with the plane and the radio. So now I have it set. So there's down, that's off with no flaps. Here's half flaps, and there's full flaps. And I could probably do a little bit of adjustment, get a little bit of hum from my servos there, but that's how you do it. So that's how you set them up. Hope this helped, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.